What's going on, YouTubers? It's me, ZC, coming at you with a video today. I just deleted a whole entire video. I had one made and it was good, and I swiped over for a Snapchat for my kids and it deleted it. I'm going to have to step away for a minute. That was a little irritating, I'm not going to lie. Alright, we're back. I had to regroup for a minute. Just an update on the... Where's my other shake? I lost my straw. I should have got the 4-pack, but I did not. So I'm going to have to use this cup. I didn't get a whole lot from the plant-based shake yesterday. It was alright, but it didn't pack the punch, I don't think, that the fruit-based does. I just wanted to hop on here and talk about the influencers, y'all. The influencers and the creators getting on here and hyping everybody up with all these diets and doing all these simple, right, things to lose weight. Reduce your calorie intake. Try to do breakfast shakes. Follow a diet. That's what I'm doing, y'all. Nothing special here. Nothing to see except for weight loss. Just weight loss from dieting. I mean, if you can follow a low-calorie diet, try not to eat a lot during the day. Try to keep your high meal intakes from, early morning till a little bit afternoon. Don't eat a lot at bedtime. It's not rocket science, really. But for me, it's not just eating right. I had to quit alcohol as well because alcohol was a big one. Because that's just damaging your liver and kidneys and everything else. And that was definitely not aiding in weight loss. Because everyone has their vices, right? Things to deal with. But I think that was the biggest one for me to help shed weight. Now, onto, diets and people being on them. I mean, I burned 15,000 steps yesterday and I burned 3,000 calories. I kept my calorie intake around 1,500, I think. It wasn't even 2,000 yesterday. I'm getting on the scale. I'm getting results. It's from nothing special. I didn't do anything special to earn it. I just quit drinking, reduce my calorie intake, and try to rely on protein and fruit and stuff like that. That's better for you. But heck, even a lot of that stuff you can't afford no more because it's too expensive. Look at that. That's too thick. I'll have to blend that back up. What about the people, though, on a low budget? They can't afford, I got $40 in my oats and my fruits and my drinks for my shakes. What about the people who can't afford that? It can be real easy to get wrapped up in these influencers and all these things they're telling you to do, and you don't need none of that. Go to the store and get you some eggs, some meats, some cheeses, whatever's still cheap. Stay away from that processed junk food aisle. Stay away from it. The government is literally making those things cheaper to make us unhealthy. Whistleblower. Wow, surprise. Stick with raw protein, raw fruits, raw vegetables, whole grains. Everything on the pyramid chart that we was taught as kids, follow it. It's that simple. Give your body what it needs to burn fuel, not processed empty calories. I don't have to have a huge YouTube channel with 10 million subscribers or however many to tell you that. It's that simple. Follow a strict diet. Stay away from processed foods. Try to keep it as lean as you can. Try to keep your sodium intake down and your carbs. I mean, that's all I've done, literally. I'm at 37 pounds lost right now, weight loss. So, and I've had very few successes with diets in the past. I think I contribute a lot of that to still drinking alcohol and trying to be on those diets, and that didn't work for me. It might for some, but not for me. I gave that up and I'm doing my strict dieting. 38 days sober, so awesome. Happy camper here. And I feel better than I ever have. Because now my body's not processing all those empty calories, and I'm processing and burning fuel now. Fuel, folks. Fuel. Oats is something I grew up on because in our household we didn't have a lot of money. We grew up on these. Oatmeal, eggs, biscuits, and gravy. And I noticed in my life that was something I removed, was the whole grains, or the fiber and the oats, all the good stuff that's in it. Eggs, I mean, they're high in cholesterol if you fry them. But if you cook them right, eggs are a really good source of protein as well. Peanuts, unsalted. Get them. Use them. They're still cheap somewhat. I can get one of these for $3 or $4. There is still some cheap stuff out there. You just got to look for the deals and all that. But keep it basic. Keep it basic. And that's all you need to do. I mean, basic. Huh. I was out to here, folks. Yeah. These pants are down low because they're falling off now because they're starting to not fit anymore. But I had man boobies. I'll admit that on YouTube. I had man boobies, y'all. And they're going away. They are going away. Results. I'm seeing results because I sacrificed. That's all there's to it. And you got to sacrifice things to do that. You can't just keep one vice, get rid of all the other ones, and expect results. You can't. Not if you're like me and you just overindulge. Overindulgence is a big one. Overindulgence. If you're overindulging in healthy things, that's one thing, but if it's something that's probably not good for you, you probably should stop. Because yeah, you might be watching this video like, oh, I do all that and I run, yada. Yeah, but as you grow older, your metabolism slows down. It don't always stay that way for you. When you hit your late 30s to early 40s, your metabolism slows down. You got to work at it. We don't keep that metabolism our whole life, folks. We slow down as we get older, and we got to work at it. You got to work at it. It was great to be in my 20s and eat whatever I wanted and do whatever I wanted and maintain a weight and have no issues. But as you plateau, you go up and then you plateau. I think 40s is the plateau for a lot of people, and the make and break between health and not being healthy, you get that midlife crisis, and then you get that drive to do better or just give up and start downward spiral. It still is not coming out. I'm going to have to drink out of this cup. I think it's the thickness from all the oats in it. Point I'm making here is, if you need motivation, send me a message on here, a comment, leave a comment. Because I can tell you right now that if you're struggling with your weight and you're about my size, let's say, and you're just like giving up because you don't know what to do, get rid of the high calories, whatever it is in your diet. Reduce them. It is hard at first. I'm not going to lie. The first 2 or 3 weeks of me being on this diet was hard because I still wanted to overindulge and I still wanted to eat more. The more you begin to train your stomach again and your body, the easier it is to stop overindulging. That took a while for me, at least 3 or 4 weeks, before my stomach started to shrink back down to normal size and I stopped having those moments wanting to overindulge. It's pretty easy now, honestly, to eat right and to not overdo it. Um, give it time. Just wait. Give it time. Give it time. Give it enough time. And in those moments when you're getting the hangry monsters like I would get early on, go after some protein, get some peanut butter crackers, grab some yogurt, things that'll fill you quick and not make things worse but satisfy you. Get stuff that's going to satisfy you and get you through. You know, people, that's the problem. They get them hunger monsters and they go to a McDonald's or a Burger King, get the first thing they see and eat 2,000 calories. Okay, that's great. You're full now, but guess what? How much of that's going to become energy and how much of that's going to be wasted fuel because you can't use it. Your body just absorbs it all into this right here. Fat. I mean, you got to put stuff in that'll burn. You know, it's like a fire when you're building a fire. If you don't add the right wood when you burn a fire, if you burn wood in your home in the wintertime, the fire don't sustain, it goes out, right? But if I take this wood here and this wood here and this wood here and I combine them all in there and mix them in the fire, I get a long, sustained, good fire versus a fire that burns up in 5 minutes and it's gone. Same thing. You can either have empty calories that make you feel great and burn for an hour or two, or you can have all day energy because you're mixing the right things, right? You're mixing up your fruits and your grains and your oats and your carbs and all those things. They're mixing right and they're doing well and they're burning for a long time. It's the same thing, folks. It's the same thing in our body. It's a science, just like it is building a fire and making it last. It's a science. So if we want to burn smooth all day, we better be mixing the right things. If you want to be burnt out and out of flame within a couple hours of starting your day, 3 or 4 hours, go to McDonald's or Burger King and order a 2,000 calorie meal, you know, and slurp down a Coke that's full of empty calories. I mean, that's just what it boils down to, you know. And I'm talking to myself because I used to be that person, thinking, you know, oh, I'll just go get this huge meal and it's going to do great for me and I'm going to be fine all day. Yeah, I might have maintained all day and been okay. But how do you feel at the end of the day? How does the scale look? How do you look? How do you look? How do you feel? You know, I could see physical symptoms and my skin, even my skin was bad, you know, from lack of proper hydration, lack of proper nutrients and vitamins and things like that. You can see it on the outside, is feel it on the inside, folks. It affects you. It affects everything. It affects everything you do. And it affects everything inside you as well. You know, how your system operates. Well, how your system operates is based on what you put in your system. I mean, for people out there that are watching me and thinking, well, I've tried this, I've tried that, you know, 9 times out of 10, if you've tried and failed like me, It's because you did it and you failed at one point and you gave up because you didn't see results on the scale and you didn't see this or that. It's self-motivation. Nobody's going to go out there and hold your hand and motivate you. You got to get past that hump like everybody else does. When you're first starting a journey in dieting and weight loss, you're going to have that period of time when you're wanting things and your body's still craving them, but you got to resist it. You got to just let it go, and you got to stay on target. For me, alcohol was an issue because I might be on a diet and I go have 3 or 4 beers. Guess what happens next? There goes the diet out the door because I just gave up on it and I chose to go overindulge and eat a whole pizza or something. So for some of you out there that are struggling on a diet and drink alcohol, I would encourage you to quit. And then I've had people tell me, well, just drink good old Jack Daniels or vodka because, it ain't got the calories in it. Some people could do that, but not me, because I'm going to end up with a shot over here, and guess what's in the other hand? A beer. Because if I had drank hard liquor, I'd have beer anyways, because I'd always drink liquor and chase it with beer. X for that one. Not going to work for me. It's all or nothing. I quit everything. Quit it. Done with it. Better for it. Better for it. Feeling better. Doing better. Just got a raise at work. Big things are happening in my life now because I chose to actually put in 100%. 100% means 100%. Not on camera doing one thing and off camera you're a totally different person. That's kind of, what I felt like was I was doing all these videos and I was trying to get on the wagon. I was trying to do it better and I failed and failed and failed again because that one vice, alcohol, it kept me from losing weight and it kept me from staying on a diet. That's what it did. Because like I say, at every point when someone's drinking, they're going to get to that point where they're like, no, this won't hurt. Not thinking about the fact that it's consumed, 1,500, 2,000 calories in the alcohol they drink. Then they're going to go and eat a bunch of food and then go to sleep. Right? That's what most people do that drink. They drink till they're drunk, they eat, then they pass out. All that. It's your stomach. And what does it do when you're sleeping? All turns into that visceral fat, whatever you call it, that stuff that builds up around your organs and your stomach. That bad stuff we don't want. Folks, it's simple. Just stop. If you're like me, just stop it. Just stop it, get rid of it, and go back to the pyramid chart. Just look at your pyramid chart. You learned it in school, your cheeses, your proteins, your grains, your vegetables, and your fruits. That's it. That's what I'm sticking with. I mean, kudos to everyone out there on their diets. You know what I mean? It's following that as well because it works. It works. I got people on here I'm good friends with that I follow. It's working for them. It's working for me. I'm good with it. I mean, I don't care what form I get it in. If you're getting it, get it. Get it and get it daily and don't stop. Because it took me, like I said, 3 to 4 weeks to have the craving stop, wanting to eat the food, and then the fat wasn't noticeable till after about, I'd say 20 to 25 days in, and I was really starting to notice looking in the mirror like, wow, I'm transforming. This is crazy. I'm fitting in my clothes again now, and it was awesome feeling to see that transformation happen. It really is. And some people might not appreciate that, but I do because I've struggled with it for 3 years now. Since my father passed away and I got into some bad things after that, drinking too much and stuff. I've struggled with that for 3 years. 3 years, people. Struggled with my weight because I used it as a vice. Not anymore. It's done. It's over. On to bigger and better things in my life. Smoothies are one of them. They're not going away. Smoothies are staying. They are a good sustainer. Like I said before, I got up. I'm stuttering because I'm going to speak it so loud. I got up. I wanted to eat a lot in the breakfast and a lot at lunch. That was my main go-tos, was lunch and breakfast. That's what I always went for. I always wanted them high calories first thing in the day. Not now. I have this until lunchtime, and like I've said before, if you follow me and watch my videos, I start my morning sometimes at 4 or 5 in the morning. So that's a lot of hours being sustained off just a protein shake. That's not even 500 calories. When I'm used to taking in 2,000 calories or more, who knows how many I was taking in because I didn't count, but it's probably a lot. It was probably a lot. Um, I'm just proud of myself overall in general. The way I feel, the way I look. It's not just about dieting. You get confidence back. You get everything that's took from you being overweight. You get it back because you get to look at yourself again as a person and not just what we see in the mirror is something we don't like, and you get that back. You get that sense of self-respect back. I'm already at 2,117 steps today, folks. It's pretty good. Uh, Benefits, y'all. Benefits. I have had so many restless nights when I was overweight. Waking up with heart palpitations. Waking up, my heart beating on my chest. Sleep was terrible. Terrible. There was nights I didn't sleep. There was every night, just about every night. Just a minute, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm back. There was nights I'd wake up at 3 in the morning. Couldn't go back to sleep. Sleep disturbances were terrible. Did not have any good sleep at all. Night sweats. You name it. You name it, I dealt with it. You name it, I dealt with it. I hated it. I mean, I couldn't sleep right at night. I couldn't function right. It was just overall terrible experience to go through. When you work hard and you work full time, and the one thing you want is good sleep, and you can't get it. That's irritating, and all that has ceased. Haven't had any more problems at all with that, so that's awesome. I sleep well now. I fall asleep easier. Used to, when I would go to sleep, it'd take me 3 hours to fall asleep. I mean, there's just so many benefits to just dieting in general. You get better quality sleep. You feel better. You lose weight. Your memory gets better. I noticed my memory's gotten better. Before, I had a really bad memory. Remembering things. My memory's coming back now where I can remember things better. My pain. I have arthritis in my knees. My carpal tunnel. It's not as bad now as it was because all the inflammation and swelling has went down. My joints. I can bend over now, and that used to hurt before. I could barely do it because the inflammation in my knees was so bad. Every time I'd move my knees, it would just pop and crack and pop and crack. That's how inflamed it was. I can do that with ease now. Hands, way better. The pain that I was having is way better now since starting the diet. Just so many different things have improved. So take it from me. This is real talk. This EC right here, that you can do it and that it is beneficial. It's going to help you. Your overall system, your body, everything is going to improve on a good, easy diet, with your, like I said, your fruits, your vegetables, your grains, your cheeses, all that stuff, is crucial. Just real, raw vitamins, minerals, all those things you need. I was really pleased with what I filmed earlier today, but it got deleted. I'm glad I was able to do another one for you guys. give you some updates because I was kind of irritated after the first one. I'm sure y'all have dealt with that and doing a video and it gets delayed and you're, ugh. But we got it. We got all the important details in there this morning, I think. So, if you're new to the channel, hit that bell notification for future videos when we post. Hit that sub button. Sub up. I'll sub you back. And as always, stay hungry. Have a great day, y'all. Cheers.